G'day, how's it going? Coming to you from the land down under. Thought I'd show you the project bike that I've got going on. Almost finished doing a sympathetic restoration on it. Before I've had the bike for about 4 or 5 years now, and I bought the bike from an auction. Before I got the bike, it had been in storage for about 20 years, which is a fair while. I bought the bike. I didn't even know if it would start, but I thought, well, be a good project. So bought the bike home, managed to get it going, and goodness knows when the last time it ran. About 20 years, I'd say. That's what we were told. And the smoke that came out the exhaust will probably back that up, because it smoked big time. Smoked out the shed like an old hits and miss diesel engine. So after I got the bike running, I took it for a small run down the back. The engine was sounding good. The clutch seemed okay. The gearbox seemed okay. The suspension seemed okay. The tacho and the speedo, they were both working. Bit surprised considering how it had been in storage for so long and the age of the bike. Even checked the headlights. Headlights worked, the brake light worked. It was needing a fair bit of work. There were a few things that needed to be replaced, but it all seemed to work, apart from the horn and apart from the indicators. Even checked the battery. The battery was charging. So didn't even know if it would run. But then soon after realised that almost everything worked on it. And had a look at the wiring inside the headlight here, and near where the battery is, and the wiring looked alright on it. No worries there. So I decided to do a bit of a sympathetic restoration. Just fix it up a little bit, keep the old look if I can, which I've managed to do. Excuse the winter sun, but the sun is in a very low position, so there's lots of shade. Excuse the shade. So what have I done to it? Starting from the front, going to the back, keeping in mind the work that I've done or have had done to it is to have the bike pass roadworthy inspection. So new front tyre, Dunlop D606. Considering how the bike had been in storage for 20 years, everything rubber was either hard or completely brittle and falling apart. So damn near everything that's rubber has had to be replaced. So new tyre, new tube. The brakes were good. The fork tubes, they had a lot of rust on them, a lot of rust spots, which then caused the fork seals to leak. So I had to get the forks done. Got the forks done, put them back on. New brake cable. All cables have been replaced. They all needed doing. New clutch, decompression, you name it. The handlebars were very rusty. Almost looked like that they were no good. But to make sure, I sanded all back with a sandblaster, and they came up really solid. So sanded back, coat of paint, stuck them back on, no worries at all. Starting this side, new rubber. The old ones were no good. New switch here. The other one was cracked, wouldn't tighten up, wouldn't have passed roadworthy. New mounts here, because the thread was stripped on the inside there, wouldn't have been able to mount the mirror. The mirror wouldn't be secure. New all cables, new brake light switch. Again, new mount here, again for the mirror. That's the same. New throttle cables, new rubber, new throttle tube. Making our way down this side. The fuel tank has been it's been washed out, and the inside's been painted and sealed up again to stop the surface rust. I forget what that product's called, but new fuel tank mounts, new spark plug lead, new coil, new fuel lines, fuel filter. Had a carby kit installed. The carby was, the inside was worn, so it's a new kit installed. What else? It's had a new second-hand flywheel put in because we're having trouble with spark, and there's a few wires inside there that were hard and brittle, so it's had new wires put in. New chain, new sprocket guard, new front sprocket, new chain, rear sprocket, little bit of wear, will be replaced down the track. Again, everything rubber, new rubber on there, new rubber there, foot peg rubber, passenger foot peg rubber, they're done. The rear shocks were very soft, and they were quite badly rusted, the springs, so stuck these shocks on. They're not the genuine ones, just some gas ones. They're about half the price as what the genuine original ones were. Not spending that money, so just stuck those on. The seat is alright, few signs of wear, but it's does the job. The exhaust. So I bought the bike and I looked at the VIN and it says 1977, and I'm wondering why, when I'm ordering these 1977 parts, do they not fit? Having trouble fitting some of them. So I ran the numbers online just very recently, and it comes up as a 1976 model built in 77. So the 76 exhaust ran down there, then up. I've heard rumours of exhaust being damaged when off-roading, because they get crushed down low. So having the up high exhaust fixes that problem. But because the exhaust is up high, that has recently melted the airbox. But that's been fixed up. I've put some exhaust tape around there, as you can probably see, and fixed the airbox with some gasket stuff. Forget what it's called, it's inside, but I'll yeah, new carb to head rubber. What else? New points and condenser, new foot peg rubber, new kickstart rubber. Put another lock in there. Yeah, all new exhaust, gasket, studs, shield, heat shield, all that's been done. What else? Pirelli MT21 back tyre, new tube, new rear brakes, brake shoes. Recently just stuck a chain guard on it, which makes a big difference, huge difference actually. And it right now it actually goes alright. The engine's good, brakes are good, suspension's good, gearbox is good, clutch is good. So I'm quite happy with it. Rides very smooth, doesn't miss, doesn't backfire. You never know what you're going to get when you start it. It might start first kick, might start third kick, might start sixth kick. Might need to do the old decompression thing, blow it all out, and then she'll start first kick again. No worries at all. Never know how it's going to start, but it starts up without any worries, so it's good. Time for a sound test. Stone cold. Stone cold. First kick, my foot slid off the kickstart. Shouldn't have happened, but it happens every now and again. Very short kickstand. Very short. Stone cold, hadn't been started for a few days, starts first kick, a proper kick, can't complain about that.